Welcome into the Lakers Report. I am Will Scott, and we have some news to report on today's show. The Lakers have signed Jay Huff, who was really solid in the NBA Summer League. They have signed him to an Exhibit 10 contract. The Lake Show making it official on Twitter this afternoon, saying they have signed Huff to an Exhibit 10 contract. Huff played for the South Bay Lakers in the G League last year, and then he played for the Lakers in the Summer League and looked really good. This coming from Trevor Lane. Jay Huff's skill set potentially fits well with Darvin Ham's offense, and I thought he was the best Laker in Summer League. Happy to see that he will get a chance to show his stuff in camp. And folks, this is why you subscribe, because when Lakers news happens, we get you a video. They have signed Huff. We got you guys a video. That's what we're all about here on the Lakers Report. Go down, hit that big red subscribe button if you're all about the Lakers. Keith Smith said this: Jay Huff's deal with the Lakers is a non-guaranteed training camp contract, a source tells Spotrac. And Exhibit 10, normally a one-year non-guaranteed deal, which can be converted to a two-way contract. He was a UDFA after a very successful career at Virginia, won a national championship with the Hoos, played really well in the Summer League and the G League last season. He actually did play in 4 games for the Los Angeles Lakers last year as well. Now he's getting an Exhibit 10 deal, and hopefully he can turn that into a NBA contract. What's your one-word reaction to the Huff signing? Go down in the comments section and let me know. My one word is deserved. I feel like Jay Huff is very deserving of this deal after balling out in the G League last year, after playing really well in the Summer League. Now he gets an opportunity to show what he can do on the roster. Now, again, this is non-guaranteed. It can be converted to two-way before the season, but hopefully he can really show what he can do on the Lakers. Here is what he did in the Summer League: 11.3 points per game, 3 rebounds per game, 3.5 blocks per game, and the stat that stands out, he shot 66.7% from three-point range. He's kind of a stretch 5 that can shoot the basketball. Here is what he did in the G League last season: 15.7 points per game, over 6 rebounds per game, and you notice the blocks per game also very high in the G League last season. He's a very good defender, 64% field goal percentage. Now, a lot of y'all ask, how can I support the channel? Well, in addition to subscribing to us on YouTube, you can actually go down and follow us on Rumble as well. That's the link right there, rumble.com/LakersTV. That's another way to show your support of the channel and the Lakers. Go down, follow us on Rumble as well. It's another video platform. We have more content over on Rumble. Now let's get into the possibility of a Russell Westbrook trade. We've obviously talked a lot about it as of late, and SB Nation said it's when, not if, Russell Westbrook is going to get traded. Here is what Silver Screen and Roll said, the Lakers SB Nation page. And when that is the case, things are now too far gone. There's no going to the player and making it seem as though they weren't doing what they were doing. There's no selling it as exploring our options or some other coded language for actively looking to upgrade him. The front office's intentions are clear. They want to replace him, and it's not just for a star like Kyrie, but if reports are true, for role players like Buddy Hield and Myles Turner. I don't see a way, then, that this is salvageable. There's not enough shared history between Russ and anyone in the franchise for hatchets to be buried and for everyone to come back and embrace each other under the familiarity and past connections. There's no last dance for this group, who has gone through battles together to form one final bond against a shared enemy in order to accomplish something great. There's simply not enough togetherness in this group to do anything other than follow through what's already been started and make a deal that presents itself sooner rather than later. I have to agree. I think it's more likely that Westbrook gets traded than he doesn't get traded. I thought SB Nation had some good points there about it not being salvageable. It's no secret that the Lakers have been shopping Russ. It's no secret that they have been looking to upgrade at the point guard position. Here are the 3 teams that Woj said were interested in Russell Westbrook that have had conversations with LA about a trade: the Utah Jazz, the New York Knicks, and the Indiana Pacers, the 3 teams as of right now that have explored the possibility of trading for Russell Westbrook. And you have to think that if Kyrie Irving gets traded from Brooklyn, that Westbrook might be included in that deal as well. So those are the three teams. And I want y'all to go down and predict it. Will Westbrook get traded? Type T for traded. Or if you think he stays on the Lakers, type W for won't down in the comment section. It is the pinned comment on today's video. When that break comes, go down, sound off. Is Russ going to be on the move? Here are some trade targets that the Lakers have explored. So Kyrie, that's the big fish that they're looking to reel in. I don't know how realistic that is at this point, but he is the number one trade target. More realistic options might be Myles Turner and Buddy Hield, and we talked about it last week, how that deal with Indiana fell through, how the Pacers wanted more first-round picks, but I guarantee you that Rob Pelinka and company might revisit those conversations with Indiana on a deal. And then Eric Gordon of Houston. Houston is rebuilding. They have a lot of young talent on that team. It makes no sense for them to keep Eric Gordon at this point. It makes a lot of sense for the Lakers to make a trade for Gordon. But let's talk about Kyrie, because Shams Charania said this on the Pat McAfee show. Irving opted in with the full intent of playing out next season as a Brooklyn Net. In his mind, he's playing next year in Brooklyn with or without Kevin Durant. I don't know if I buy this. I really don't. And I understand what Shams is kind of saying, that he is committed to Brooklyn because he opted in. And you got to think from Kyrie's perspective that, let's say Kevin Durant gets traded to Boston, for example, and they bring in Jaylen Brown and Kyrie goes back to being a number one on a team, much like he was with the Boston Celtics a few years back, and the Nets somehow make a playoff run. That's going to help Kyrie get paid next summer when he's a free agent. If he comes to L.A., he's going to be playing second fiddle behind LeBron again. But you really think that if he had the opportunity to play with LeBron again, to come to the Lakers, to play for a contender, that he wouldn't do it? That's why I don't know if I'm buying those comments from Shams Charania. Now, Shannon Sharpe did this trade idea, and it was very interesting. So he pitched this on his show this morning on FS1. Lakers receive Kyrie Irving, Seth Curry, and Joe Harris. The Nets receive Russell Westbrook, a first-round pick in 2027, and a first-round pick in 2029. Wow. Who says no to this? Type Lakers or type LAL for Lakers or type BKN for the Nets. Down in the comments section, go down. Let me know who you think says no to the Shannon Sharpe trade idea. I mean, this would be an absolute steal for the Lakers if they can somehow pull this off. You would be getting Kyrie Irving, who is your top target in terms of a trade, and you'd be getting two very, very good role players in Seth Curry. In my opinion, Seth is one of the more underrated players in basketball, and then Joe Harris, who is an elite three-point shooter, which is exactly what this basketball team needs right now. They need more shooting, and they need a point guard that, quite frankly, is not Russell Westbrook. So they'd be getting three players in that deal. The Nets would be getting one player and two future first-round picks, and the one player they'd be getting is Russell Westbrook. I don't think that trade is realistic. I don't think the Nets would do this. And we saw the Nets turn down that offer they got for Kevin Durant. They wanted more draft picks. The Nets are all about draft picks because they traded all of their draft picks to the Houston Rockets in that James Harden deal last year. They're trying to create some draft capital, but also they want young talent in return. Now, I don't think that's a bad trade idea when you take out Curry and when you take out Joe Harris, but there's no way I think the Lakers get all three of those players in the same deal. Go down and subscribe if you're all about the Lakers and you want to stay up to date with Lakers news and Lakers rumors, because that's what we're bringing you here on the Lakers Report.